Well, the United Way is celebrating 100 years, and what a wonderful legacy to be able to look back and see all the good that's been done over the last 100 years and the growth that's associated with that. But that's just the foundation for, well, what do you do next? Because anybody who's been successful at something knows that the question becomes, what are you going to do next? What more are you going to do?
But I truly believe that whatever the problems are, whatever the successes are, that if we reach out and talk to people, that if we reach out across the barriers, across the bridges, across the rhetoric, that we'll be able to find solutions. And my hope for United Way is that they're at the center of that work.
You just think about all the challenges this country and this world has gone through in 100 years. United Way has been there throughout. And unfortunately, we'll face more challenges in this next century. And the challenges will be a little bit different, probably a lot different. And so it's important that United Way is viable, that we have the resources that we need, and that we continue to communicate to the community what we're doing and the fact that we've embraced doing this in a way that's united with others.
Life happens. It happens to the best of us. People get sick. Homes burn down. Children get sick. Things happen. Hurricane happen. Tornado happen. And sometimes jobs lay people off. So just having resources to say, hey, we're here and we want to help and we're going to help. And that's amazing. And I love that. United Way, we're going to help. And I see 100 years from now, we'll be here. We're going to help.
100 years from now, what we hope is that children can play in the streets safely and that they feel safe in their own communities and that households can support themselves and be able to have great education and great jobs and be healthy and all those great things that we talked about in the blueprint. Stability today and prosperity tomorrow. That's the dream.
And I'm asking everyone to find it within their heart, to spend a little time learning more about the United Way, and then figuring out a way in which you can connect to the United Way and serve in the United Way, because you're not serving the United Way, you're actually serving the community.
So time, resources, are things that are really helpful, but giving in some way is the best way to do something about the things that you see every day that you want somebody to do something about. It's got to start with you.
What I want to ask everyone today, are you satisfied? Are you satisfied with your community involvement, your giving back, the investment into your community? And if you're not, I encourage you to become a volunteer with United Way. You will have so much that you gain in your heart being part of that program and really making a difference. And for me, there's only one way, and it's the United Way.
There's no one among us who didn't have somebody who was a mentor, who put out a hand, who helped us along the way, who gave us advice. United Way is almost like a big brother or a big sister in giving that kind of advice to people. So if you're here at Tocqueville, trust me when I tell you, you can't invest your time or your money in a better way than giving it to United Way.
So I don't think people realize that any dollar they give makes them a philanthropist, and any dollar they give is making a difference for somebody else. And so I think my charge would be to think about where you sit in the world today, who helped you get there, because we didn't get there by ourselves. And every dollar makes a difference.
What will I have my company do? Open the checkbooks. That's the most important thing right now.
If I had a call to action for everyone here tonight, I'd say give before you leave. Make a commitment to United Way for this year, for next year, for the next 10 years, for the next 20 years, and long after you're gone. leave an endowment, leave a legacy for United Way to continue to support our communities and the people in them so that they can continue to be healthy and live productive lives.
So to those that are listening, I would say get involved, advocate for what it is that we do. Donate as well to United Way. I don't think that any gift is too small, but I also don't think that any gift is too large, because what is given to us, what is given to United Way is given to the community. And it is truly helping families move the needle.
If we'd have said 100 years ago that we wanted to eradicate poverty in our region, how far could we have come? So my challenge to everybody here tonight and those that watch this video later is take that imagination and think about the future. If we start today, if you commit today to be a part of this journey, if you give, advocate, and volunteer through United Way and support all of our amazing partners, 100 years from now, we won't be here. These will be descendants long down the road. Maybe we'll experience the Southeast Louisiana that's free of poverty and where all families are financially stable and independent.
My call to action to the people of Southeast Louisiana is, if you are not currently one of our heroes, join us. If you are not currently a donor, we want you to be a hero donor. If you are not currently an advocate, we need heroic advocates. If you are not currently one of those individuals out there that are actually promoting United Way in your workplace, we need heroes in all of our workplaces, because the work that we are doing will take all of us. Come and join us. Be a hero, so that in the next 100 years, your commitment to United Way will have been realized as part of our United Way team.